Okay, so you have a blog and you want to know how people are getting to your site and finding your site online. And there's a very easy way to do that, and it's called Google Analytics. Now that is an analytical program provided by Google for free, and it can provide you so much information about your website and your visitors to your website. You just won't know what to do with all the information, really. There's that much data from this program. It's huge. So that's Google Analytics. Now I'm going to show you how you can install it onto a simple or a basic WordPress blog. Okay, there's a couple of ways you can do it, so I'm going to show you both in this video here. So firstly, what we'll do, we'll jump into the control panel of your WordPress blog. This is a blog I've been using for this video series. Now what I'll do from here, I'm going to go, let's let the control panel load up. I'm going to show you the first way, which is I use sometimes sort of a very quick way. It requires no plugins, just requires a bit of HTML experience. So what I'll do, under the appearance menu on the left, I'm clicking editor. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to click the footer tab, or I'm going to load up the footer template. And I'm going to scroll to the bottom, and I'm going to find the last body tag. I'm just going to press enter before that, and this is where I'll be pasting my code. Now when you create an Google Analytics account for each website that you're using, they provide you with a bit of code which you then go and paste into your website. For example, you paste that code exactly where I've showed here. It's before the last body tag. Now I'm pasting it here in this template footer PHP because I know that every page within WordPress uses this footer PHP template to load. So once I get that code from Google Analytics, I can just come and paste it here, update file, and it's installed and ready to go. Now, if that's a little bit too technical for you, I'm going to show you where to get the analytics code in a second, but not worry about the code just now, but this is how you do the HTML part. So you could get this code from analytics and you can paste it in here, right? Now, if that's too technical, there's also a plugin for you. So what we can do, we can jump to the plugins menu on the left, and I'm going to click the add new link. We'll do a search for Google Analytics. And the results will show a number of analytics plugins. These are all pretty good. I've had a good look through and read them and tried to find a bit more information about them. If you actually do a search in Google for the best Google Analytics WordPress plugin, you'll find a few different articles. So what I've done, I just picked the one that I saw the most of in them articles, and it's going to be this one, the Google Analytics for WordPress. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm just going to install this one right away. So I'll go to the install link on the right. Click install, and then I'm going to activate the plugin. Okay, so we've got the confirmation plugin activated, and if I just scroll down, I've got a settings menu here, and also in the settings menu is another little link here for Google Analytics. Either one takes you directly to the Analytics settings page, so I'm going to click on that, and we'll go to the Google Analytics page, and you'll see it loads up. Now the first thing we need to do is actually we need to go and get our analytics ID for this particular website. And if you click here, the link, it actually shows you an example of what we need to get. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so it's going to show us the example. We need to find the account ID of what we need for this plugin. Okay, so what we need to do now, we need to go over to Google Analytics. If you don't have a Google account yet, you can go and create one. And then you want to go to Google. You can go to Google and type in analytics and look for google.com, or it's google.com/analytics. And it'll bring you to the Google Analytics page. And from there, you want to set up an account. Once you've got the account running, you can then start adding profiles. Each profile is an individual site. So what I'm going to do, there's two links on this page. I'm going to click this one. It just says add profile website. And from here, I want to enter in the website that I'm working on. So I'm going to go back to the blog. I'm going to copy this URL at the top. I'm just going to take the first part of the URL. Then go back into Analytics. And I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to uncheck this because I've not got any AdWords with this blog just now. And then I'm going to click Finish. I'm going to leave the default settings here. It says Add New Profile for this domain. Okay, so click Finish. Alright, sorry, we've got invalid input. It's already got the HTTP. There we go. Click Finish. And it'll give us a confirmation, and it'll tell us here tracking is not installed. and it shows you the standard piece of script you need to copy and put in your blog. Now that's what I said to you earlier when I was talking about copying code from analytics. You would copy this piece of script here, and you'd go and paste it before the remaining body tag, immediately before the last body tag, okay? So that's the code I was talking about earlier, that's what you get. But now, because we're using a plugin, we're not going to need this code. So let's go back over to the analytics settings for this page. So at the bottom, I'm just going to click Save and Finish. It then shows me the results of some of the sites that I've currently got. And from here, what I want to do, I want to copy this ID here where it says UA 9219525. Now I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to the blog. You'll see this little explanation image has actually come up now. It's actually loaded. This shows you what you should be copying. So I'm just going to paste what I had in there like that. And from the drop down, I've selected in footer for default, track outbound clicks and downloads. I'm going to leave that one checked, and I'm just going to click Update Google Analytics Settings. Okay, and I get a confirmation saying Google Analytics has been updated, and that's all I need to do from there. Now we can go and check if it's installed in the blog, so we'll go to the blog homepage. I'm going to open it in a new tab, let the page open. And what I can do from here, I can just click View Page Source. If I scroll right to the bottom, I should see my analytics code, and there you have it. It's even got the comments in. It shows me analytics for WordPress. It's got the sites. Basically, that's the plugin, and there's the code that we were copying, but there's the code that this plugin has gone and got for us installed on the site. And that's all you need to do. That's the plugin working. It's activated with your account, and you can now start tracking Google Analytics to your site. Now the plugin itself has got a few more advanced options, so if you're looking at the plugin, you can choose from the advanced options here. It gives you some options for tracking downloads and inbound clicks, and a few other things. You can read through it if you want to track additional information. I'm just going to leave it as the default settings. I'm not tracking AdSense or anything, but I'm just leaving it as the default settings. Now what we can do, we can jump to Google Analytics and check that it's tracking our blog. So what we'll do from here, go back into the Google Analytics account. We'll see an icon here that says not installed. Okay, if we hover over, we see that, not installed. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click the edit link on the right. And it says here, tracking not installed again, and I can click a check status just to see what it does. So I'll click that. And it now says waiting for data, and it says analytics has been successfully installed and the data is being gathered now. Okay, so I can save and finish from there. Now if I jump back to the home page and now go back to the blog, you'll see here I've got a little timer icon that says tracking installed, and it's going through now and it'll start collecting data. So what you want to do, you want to give it probably a few days. Maybe once you start using bookmarking campaigns or getting people to your site, you can then start viewing some data here. But you're not going to find anything right away unless you have a very busy site which you've never ever tracked before. But so that's how to do it really. You want to go from there, install analytics and install the plugin, and you can start tracking all your traffic and your inbound links to your site.